Hello everyone and welcome to part 32 of my F1 Challenge career mode. Today we're going to Suzuka for the penultimate round, and I'm really sorry for the really slouchy uploads. I've had a lot going on at university and I will try and be a bit more consistent, but we are finally back for a race and the championship is coming to a close and we need to score more points than Michael Schumacher today or we'll be out of the championship for the final round, as I'll now hand you over to the commentator.
Before the free practice session begins, let's take a quick look at the Drivers' Championship. Michael Schumacher is leading the Drivers' Championship, but having finished third in the last race, he'll be hoping to go a bit better and win here at Suzuka. Well, that covers the drivers. Let's take a quick look at the constructors next. McLaren lead the Constructors' Championship and arrive here having finished a legendary 1-2 in the last race. Can they do it again? Ferrari are second. Williams are third. Located approximately 70 kilometers southwest of Nagoya, the exciting Suzuka circuit combines two speed straights with a technical arrangement including a hairpin, as well as fast-sweeping and 90-degree turns. Owned by Honda, Suzuka has a somewhat unique figure-of-8 layout, causing the track to cross over itself.
Right, so we jump into practice for the Japanese Grand Prix, and I had concerns going into this weekend that this track was very similar to Indianapolis in the way of very long, fast corners, and you've seen the understeer problems that I've had in the past at Spain and Indianapolis last weekend, where it really affects my pace because the AI can go so much faster around the bends. It's because I don't run any setup on the car. The only thing I change occasionally is the gearing or the downforce, like in Belgium, because I just want to be able to keep up in the middle sector, because it's a really nice middle sector in Belgium and I like to drive it properly. But on low fuel here, we are 3.1 seconds up on our heavy fuel time, and a heavy fuel time I was concerned about because I was a long way off of the pace. But then on this lap, it looks like it's going to be a really good lap, and we've completely missed the first apex of the chicane, but we're going to go to the line now, and what's the time going to be? It's a 38.5 that Hakkinen set. Are we going to be anywhere close to that? It looks like we might actually be really close to it. It's a 38.9, so that's really surprising, this going into qualifying this weekend. I really thought there would be a long way off, but it looks like we might actually be challenging for the front row, maybe even pole position, as we roll out to start qualifying in our McLaren for the second last time, as I will be moving teams. I will announce that at the end of the video. What's our first time going to be? It's going to be a 38.8, which is our fastest time of the weekend, and it's very impressive pace for me as we go to the S curves now, and we just need to nail this sector, because I think this is where we lost time on the last lap. I know you didn't see that, but we just need to keep it smooth when I just drop my right hand tyre on the grass, and that spins the car around, and that's ended that run completely. But then later on in the session we do find some more time, but there's a Jaguar in front of us. We're 10th up on our time, but the Jaguar's right in our way on the chicane and we haven't been able to pass him, so we're going to try and slipstream him down to the line. Hopefully that will still make it positive on our delta as we head to the line. We're slipstreaming, I think it's Eddie Irvine, as we go across the line. Have we improved our time? 38.8 dead now, as I hand you over to the grid.
Hello there. Welcome to Japan for round 16 of the 2000 FIA Formula One World Championship. And the weather forecast for today? Well, unpredictable is all that can be said. It could improve, or it could just as easily worsen. Schumacher fared the same as his championship rival, the McLaren driver. The McLaren driver put on a fantastic display throughout the qualifying hour. He starts this race from a very promising second. Hakkinen couldn't quite match the pace of his teammate. He starts third. Barrichello, fourth. Ralf Schumacher, fifth. Frentzen, sixth. Trulli, seventh. Jenson Button, eighth. Sarlo, ninth. Johnny Herbert, 10th. Pedro Diniz, 11th. Alexander Wurz, 12th. Zonta, 13th. Villeneuve, 14th. Alesi, 15th. Eddie Irvine, 16th. Verstappen, 17th. Heidfeld, 18th. Giancarlo Fisichella, 19th. Pedro de la Rosa, 20th. Marc Genet, 21st. Mazzacane, 22nd.
Right, so we go into the race and we start second on the grid. We need to make sure we get a good start to jump Michael Schumacher as we wait for the lights. And it is go at the Japanese Grand Prix. Looks like Michael Schumacher's got a better start. We've got Mika Hakkinen on our left hand side as well. We're going to squeeze him a little bit onto the grass to get the slipstream. Michael Schumacher's go down the inside at turn 1. Can we get him into turn 2? Yes we can. Michael Schumacher went wide, but then we've gone wide. Is Michael Schumacher going to undercut us? No he isn't, and we have gone into the lead of the Grand Prix as we go into the S's, and the car's feeling very heavy. Obviously 125 litres of fuel on board. The car is feeling a lot different to what it was in qualifying, and I said that I felt the difference earlier on in practice. And Michael Schumacher's going to go right round our outside. Is he at Dunlop curve? He has. That's an impressive move. As we head towards the Degners, we need to try and get past Michael Schumacher again, but through the Degners we're not really catching up that much time, but I think we've got up a little bit of time through Degner 2 as we are now heading towards the hairpin, and we're a long way back. But the AI are not that good at this hairpin, and we actually got down the inside of Michael Schumacher and crashed into his side pod a little. That was a little bit aggressive, I am honest, but it looks like Frentzen has moved into third place behind us. That's incredibly impressive in a Jordan there. But we're slipstream Michael Schumacher. Can we get him into Spoon? No we can't. We don't quite have the speed, and we're not going to just dive it down the inside of Spoon. Spoon's a very difficult place to overtake, but we might slipstream Michael Schumacher, overtake him into the last chicane. So we're just going to slipstream up to 130R. Are we going to get a good tow off the back of the Ferrari? Yes we are, and we're catching him very quickly. We might make a move into 130R. We're going side by side Michael Schumacher into 130R, and we have overtaken him through 130R, so that's a really good move there, and we're up into lead. Now we just need to keep this lead, not make any mistakes. Our pace is good, so we should be able to make a gap to Frentzen and the rest pretty easily. And moving on to lap 4, I made a little bit of a mistake, and Michael Schumacher might go down the inside here. He's actually cut across the grass, but we've kept around the outside, and we have kept the lead. So we just need to iron out all the errors, otherwise our championship effort could be over today unless we score more points than Michael Schumacher. But moving on to later on in the race, to lap 15 to our pitting lap, Michael Schumacher was staying right behind us for the entire stint, but it wasn't like there was a massive truly train going on, because our pace was really fast, and Michael Schumacher was a little bit faster than me, but not that much faster than me. So we're going into the pits now. We need a good pit stop from McLaren not to lose our lead. But let's see what the pit stop is. Looks like a routine pit stop from McLaren. Is it going to be an 8 point something? It's a 9.6. That's actually a pretty slow pit stop, but you can see it's actually raining on track. Now, I was completely not expecting this. Projected conditions said overcast. There is no rain possibility like on Codemasters, so I was really concerned at this point. I thought I might have picked the wrong choice. I'm not sure what tyre that Michael Schumacher is going to go on, so we just need to maximise this outlap. Otherwise, Michael Schumacher could jump us and be on the right tyres for the conditions. But it's continuing to rain here on the next lap, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. But we are passing Michael Schumacher in the pits by quite a margin, actually. I was really surprised by the margin that we managed to get out from. But conditions are getting a little bit slippery here. The pace has definitely gone down for what it was before. I mean, we are on heavy fuel now compared to our light fuel at the end of the first stint. However, on lap 19, the rain has stopped, and Michael Schumacher is now on the wrong tyres, so we have picked the correct strategy for once. And I was so pleased when that happened, because it meant that Michael Schumacher might be scoring minimal points here, because I'm not sure what the others pitted on, like Mika Hakkinen, Ralf Schumacher. I'm not sure what happened to Rubens Barrichello in this race, but they are somewhere behind there. And you see that Ralf Schumacher has gone into second place because Michael Schumacher's pitted off of his intermediate tyres and onto dry tyres, as we are now on the right tyre, and pace is definitely going up at this point. But Ralf Schumacher then pits on lap 23. It appears he didn't have the fuel needed, and that's going to put Michael Schumacher back up into second place. I think the same happened to Mika Hakkinen as well. But there was a collision between Ralf Schumacher and Mika Hakkinen, but unfortunately all the replay cameras were broken in this race, so I can't show you any of that. But we are 30 seconds ahead of Michael Schumacher, and we extended that gap on lap 26. But we are going to close down the championship lead, and we are going to win here at Japan. a totally unexpected victory. I really expected to struggle this weekend, but we are going to head to the line to win by such a huge margin. It's going to appear to be one of our most dominant races as we are closing the championship lead and the season.
Was an unforgettable Japanese Grand Prix. Here are the final results. The McLaren driver first. Schumacher second. Barrichello third. Heinz-Harald Frentzen fourth. Sarlo fifth. Alexander Wurz sixth.
Yep, so as you can see, I finished first. Rubens Barrichello actually finished third, so that's where he was in the end. But there was only 12 finishes. There are a lot of DNFs. I'm not quite sure why, and I couldn't check because the replay cameras are broken, as I've said before. But a really good result here today, and I'm really pleased with how this race went, as I'll now hand you over to the drivers.
With the results confirmed, it's high time we updated the Drivers' Championship. Michael Schumacher first.
So this is where it all hots up. We are now within 5 points of Michael Schumacher. Mika Häkkinen is out of the championship hunt. We just need to focus on beating Michael Schumacher. We're going to need a lot of things to go for us in Malaysia. Malaysia is going to be a really weird finale. I wasn't expecting it. I completely forgot about Malaysia being the finale. But it should be an excellent race. I had an excellent race there last season. The battle with Rubens Barrichello, if I recall. But the championship is certainly hotting up going into the final round. As I'll now pass you over to the constructors.
Continue to lead the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari are second, followed by the third place Williams.
However, in the Constructors, it's all sealed up. I have won the championship. Me and Mika Häkkinen have scored 164 points, Ferrari on 144. We have completely wiped it out before the last round, but I can now announce that I'll be joining British American Racing for next season. I will be taking the place of Olivier Panis in the number 9 car. I can't wait for the next season. They've promised me a good car and good wages, and I will see you in the next round, which I hope will be soon. Bye-bye.